Hello, fellow Helldivers. Republic Defender 78 here. I am recording this video 11:24. I guess it's applying the voiceover. Forgive me if I sneeze. I got some food cooking and like the seasonings are wafting through the air. I'm hemming and hawing because, and this isn't my normal video, but about 2 weeks ago my father passed away. I am not a YouTuber in the sense that it is a job. So I just kind of shut down what I was doing as a hobby to focus on that. And that is not quite settled. It is an ongoing process. You only get two parents typically. And so this is a first for me. Have to do all the things that correspond with losing your loved one. That's my mom texting me. So I'm just trying to sort of exist in the middle of taking care of his final wishes and whatnot. This video that I'm doing, it's been on my mind, the topic itself, but this preamble and the format, the no camera and everything, I'm just so tired. But I'm fulfilling my hobby, and usually when I make YouTube videos, for the most part, I'm responding to the pastime of watching YouTube as a form of entertainment. So this video is sort of like a few things, but it's addressed in part mostly to Arrowhead itself, and it's sort of like my take on what's currently happening, and sort of like my personal, like, if I could get one or two things for me, like what would it be? Sorry about the audio in this video. It's gonna probably have some stock music with no actual gameplay audio. It's because I hadn't properly set up OBS to record. I was poking around Nexus mods, and I saw that pistol you see on my hip right there, and I wanted to try it out, and I did it, immediately jumped in, started recording, and realized that way too late that I didn't actually pick up any audio from the game in OBS. I don't have a script. I hardly ever work from a script because, like I said, I'm not a YouTuber in that regard. It's just I don't have the wherewithal. I have a ton of respect for YouTubers, but I'm not one of them. I'm a hobbyist. They are professionals. So what is this video about? Well, as most of my Helldivers know, recently there's been a lot of talk about the game's performance versus developing new content. For me, I am a solo player who spends a lot of time grinding for super credits on level 3. That is a lot of fun. The gameplay loop, as I would call it, or as you would call it, is very, very fun in the repetitive way that it is fun. It's like, I used to play DC Universe Online, and when you run a mission that they put into the game, it's the same mission over and over and over again, and you just keep running it for different drops. But if you took that same concept and randomized the mission completely and had different objectives in the mission, so each time you played, it was somehow different, and therefore when you played with different players, it made it even more truly unique. That would kind of get to the fun of Helldivers, because I think in a recent Fick-Fillet video I kind of watched while I was asleep, he was saying that this game is a solo player's game that allows for some multiplayer, and I'll leave it to him and the rest of those hardcore creators. I don't know any better. I don't play consistently on level 10. This mission you're watching me play on now is level 6, and based basically, I'm playing on level 6 because I've unlocked all the Warbonds now, and I'm just starting to like collect medals. I have fallen in love with that thing right there, that spear gun. Fallen in love with it. It is so cool, and this is my first thing that I want. Dear Arrowhead, can I get a bow and arrow, please? Please, Arrowhead. I just want a bow and arrow. Watch this. See the delay? See the green puff of smoke? That's a trick arrow. That's all I'm saying. And let me just get an actual bow and arrow. I take it someone over at Arrowhead has played Dragon's Dogma 2. Guess what? So have I. I'm one of the 4 million, apparently, who played Dragon's Dogma 2. And I love being an archer in that game. And oh my goodness, if I could have a bow and arrow in this game, maybe, see, what I keep thinking is, because the game has limb damage, that you could have like a setting with the bow and arrow that you can get like a rapid fire, but it breaks your arm, something like that. But again, leave it up to them to figure out how that works exactly. I just want the item in the game, you know. I want a bow and arrow. The spear gun makes me think about that like by default. The delay, the satisfaction when you get a good hit, the cloud of smoke in the distance. I love the fact that the green gas affects the robots the way it does. It's like the spear gun it doesn't have the same level of utility as the Quasar cannon, but it has replaced the Quasar cannon in my primary loadout. It just has, because what I lose in versatility, I gain in ammo, reload capacity speed, and like fun. There's a level to it that's like that's fun to use the spear gun more so than the Quasar cannon. Even though I kind of feel like there should be more than one vent on like some of the different structures. So like the larger fabricators should have more than those 2 holes in the front that you can jam something in there and blow it up with. I think it's weird that you can throw a grenade through the front door of the larger ones and it doesn't do anything, but a grenade through one of those vents is, you know, you good to go. That's weird. Let's see. Maybe I'll fast forward a little bit, but I think there's a certain, like, you seem like they used and it didn't work. I think I had to fire more than once here to get this to actually take out the vent. And because I'm so used to using the Quasar cannon and waiting for it to cool off, it takes me a while to get used to reloading the spear gun. But that green gas, in terms of a lingering effect, I like it. It seems also like, I can't verify this for certain, it seems also like the spear gun doesn't alert to my location with the same immediacy as the Quasar cannon can. Because I can get some pretty good range firing with the Quasar cannon, you know, and at a certain range they don't detect. But like I don't know if you're gonna see it in this mission. I think it's weird. Like, I've been playing some missions lately where late in the mission I got just overwhelming numbers of enemies coming at me on lower difficulty. But in this mission, it stays relatively quiet. Like there's this bot drop comes right here, and I'm just gonna leave. And I think that there's a part of me that will have played this mission a dozen times and then just, instead of leaving, just died 4 times in the process of taking out the structure. Just, you know what I mean? Just kept plugging away at it, getting killed, you know, there's a tank in there, there's probably 2 Hulks in there. But I was watching this other guy's YouTube video, and he does a bunch of videos where he just doesn't get killed at all, which is cool, you know, it's dope. I tend to watch a lot of YouTube on TV, and so I rarely see the comments. I mean, I don't mean my own videos. I mean the videos of other people. I don't really see the comments these days because on the television you can see the comments, but you can't really interact with them, and they're not on screen by default. So I'll forget all about comments on YouTube, you know? And so this one YouTuber I check out he'll just post the whole video of the run. Just the whole video on whatever difficulty, full clear, no deaths. I'm like, I'll just watch it, you know, just watch him just do his thing. Never thinking about what anyone is saying. But apparently he gets dinged for stuff like running away from bot drops, like common sense stuff. And like he gets also a lot of people like in the comments like going, you know, defending him in the way he plays because it just makes sense. I don't know if I managed to actually pause that properly, but I'll have to edit that out, I guess. I don't know. I got a call from Los Angeles, and I gotta answer the phone if it's about my father. You know, it's like I'm doing everything over the phone. I'm not able to be there in person at the drop of a hat because, you know, you gotta keep the rent paid and all that stuff. At this moment here, I was talking to Debate Sensei, who I do a podcast with, and my buddy from college and stuff. And I was saying that I hadn't had a chance to really use this strategy, even though, I mean, to call it a strategy is pushing it. Basically, a Hulk has a huge weak spot on its back. And I was saying to Debate Sensei that it's big and stuff, but that dude's pretty quick, and it's not easy to get around there and get him. And this is the first time I actually decided to try and just do this maneuver. I'm usually gonna stick him with a grenade and then kind of wait for the grenade to get him, you know. I noticed that once the thing on his back blew, he didn't go down right away, and it kind of reminded me of when you pop the butt on a charger, and in some ways a similar sort of, you know, back and forth, except for the Hulk doesn't bound towards you with like a running sort of lumbering attack like a charger does. So, but knowing that, you know, because okay, it's hard to aim down sight and do that because you slow down considerably, and that charger that Hulk keeps spinning, and he is pivoting like he's an NBA power forward, so he spins around pretty quick. Like, especially if you're holding down left trigger to aim, he's spinning real fast compared to how fast you're moving when you're looking down sight. So the only way for me to get him in that fight was to shoot from the hip, and that's not easy to aim. And he's quick, but it was a fun way to fight him. I'll be honest, it was a fun way to fight him. All right, so I think I was talking about level 6 difficulty. So I'm soloing this on level 6, and I think level 6 to me is the sweet spot. And one of the things about playing the game and not really being a part of the Discord community and only having limited opportunities to share my opinion on the state of the game in an official capacity is you're at the mercy of sometimes what's a vocal minority, you know. So there's a certain group that says the most, but they aren't the most number of players, you know. And so you worry that because they won't shut up about whatever the issue is, and you are just fine with what you're getting, that the game will change because those people who won't stop complaining eventually, get their way. But like when you're not paying attention, and you're just kind of playing the game, and it's weird for me because I have so many YouTube videos of me playing Helldivers. It's weird to the turn and go, I'm not really up on what's happening. I use Helldivers 2 as a vehicle to talk about topics that are like important to me in my personal life, in my regular life. And with all due respect to the video game community, it's like 7 or 8 on the list of things that are most important to me. I mean, at the end of the day, video games and YouTube are like, a pastime, a hobby. It's really, really fun to mess around, like I'm doing this on my day off sort of situation. Like, it's kind of what it needs to be in order to succeed. It's gotta have its place. With that being said, though, I do sort of need Helldivers 2 to be there next year for my whole YouTube channel and all that kind of stuff, because I'm still using the game as the aspect of my whatever I do on YouTube. The whole Over the Hilldiver 78 has become like what I am on Instagram and all that kind of stuff. And I think to myself, if like YouTube or if Arrowhead turned off the lights on Helldivers 2 tomorrow, I'd probably just revert back to DC Universe Online, I guess, and do the important topics of the day for voters from a Gotham City rooftop. I thought about it a couple of times just to see if it was easier to record because it's less hectic, but still has something visually moving going on for the visual audience. I really have thought about it. This video, I think I'm just kind of catching up on my personal talk to the universe, but we'll maybe just have some fun in the editing section and lose some of this extra off the beaten path pontification. There's a cool moment later on in this that I'm probably gonna have to like separate out. After I finish with the main objective, I go for a full clear, and I think I might get it, but before I do, I have to take out 2 Iosoron towers, and that second tower was stupid. It was stupid. You're gonna see, I may have to fast, but what am I doing right now? What am I waiting on here? I think, because I can hear, I have the music turned off in the game, and it's just sound effects. And I recommend you try it, especially if the audio alerts of enemies bothers you. Try turning all the music off and going with just sound effects turned up. It's not perfect, but you do get a little bit of extra help. It's still too many of these guys are like, wearing sneakers and went to ninja training school, but still you do get a little bit of relief in terms of hearing the techno jibber jabber going on behind you. But I'm employing the techniques. I was talking about that YouTuber who does the full clear, and they were accusing him of like running away from bot drops. I'm like, look, I'll tell you right now, unless you're an objective, robots and enemies don't have any XP value to them, you can run from everything. And you can, the way the game is structured, the way to gain experience the fastest is always efficiency. So you can drop down on a planet and focus on destroying fabricators and clearing objectives and getting off the planet as fast as possible. See, now I've come back after they ran me off. And see, I think I'm still gonna get killed here. I think I'm gonna get taken out by Strider, a little two-legged chicken walker thing. I think I'm gonna get killed trying to switch weapons. The thing about the spear gun, because it has a drawback, of course, is it doesn't like, it has some area effect with that gas, but it's not gonna blow up. So it doesn't. I don't know that it does a ton of explosive damage. It just does a lot of damage on what it hits. But if it don't hit you, then you're probably good. And when you get the groups of enemies, you gotta land that hit. Or like a weapon like a spear gun or an eruptor is gonna feel like really shitty because you're gonna fire into a crowd and miss everybody in that crowd. And there's nothing more demoralizing than realizing that you weren't the main character for about 30 seconds. Okay, so I'm gonna aim at that Hulk. I still think I'm about to die here. I'm gonna come around this corner. There's gonna be a dude. They're gonna think like they're gonna throw a grenade and smoke me out. But maybe thinking about the wrong fight. I think this might be it though. There's a lot of dudes. Because I don't know what update it was, but suddenly it seemed like there it is. There's a grenade that smokes me out. And I move forward. And, oh, that's what it was. I went to stem myself. And that Strider. Bow. And so, yeah, I call this a trade. Come back in, take out a fabricator. I think I'm gonna die again, though. I think it'll get me again. I think I'm having a hard time with one of these fabricators. Maybe not. There we go. The halfway mark. But yeah, the spear gun is a bit more fun. The Quasar cannon is a lot of fun, and I especially running around on level 7 missions recently. I was like, I should have brought my Quasar cannon, but as fun as it is, as useful as it is, this spear gun has replaced it, has usurped it in my official loadout. The only thing missing that I'm not running in this loadout is I am trying to level up that my primary weapon so I can put the green camouflage on it. Oh yeah, so dear Arrowhead, I think you should rework the skin system in weapon customization. So instead of having to get a weapon to level 15 arbitrarily so you can put on a forest camouflage skin, I think you should unlock a skin slot, and it should cost the requisition slips in the exact same fashion. So on the page where you choose your skin slot, though that pricing that's there is exactly the same. It's just there's just no actual color there. It's just the slot. So you pay for it and then you select the color you want. And if you want to have another color, you pay for the next slot, and on and on and on. And the slots become available as you level up. So the progression is still there. At the end of the day, you get the same result, but I can't understand, for a game that is so tightly wound up in its own lore, how you explain having to level a gun up to level 15 just to slap some paint on it, and there is no value to it at all. I had to get level 15 to put a scope on it, but that scope, or whatever, that magazine extension or whatever, did something. Like, you can't even tell me that putting the camouflage on the gun aids in my reduced detection levels. So it's not like I get anything from it at all. It is completely arbitrary. And so I think a better way to do that is like less cheap would simply be that I would pay for the slot and I can pick whatever color I want, and so on and so forth, until I unlock all the slots and have all the colors. But if I just want to look at my inventory and see all the weapons in green camo, I shouldn't have to play around for mission after mission after mission to get to the level 15 just for that. That doesn't really work. That it becomes irksome. It makes it less fun to do it, to be honest, because I don't really get anything for it. I'm trying to come up with a headcanon to explain why I'm running around with this gun that quite frankly, I don't want to use. I don't, it's a good gun. The purifiers, I think it's a purifier music. One of the laser guns. I mean, I don't hate it, but I don't like primary weapons that I can't use up close and personal. I feel like the moment you say primary, which means you're supposed to use it all the time, then there can't be a caveat or it's not primary. That's all. And so the only reason I'm using it is to level it up to level 15 so I can color it and then put it back in my inventory and look at it and never use it again. And I think that's sort of like cheap. And it doesn't have to be cheap. It could be better, a better representation of how much work I put in. Because then it's like I really worked to get all these colors unlocked, when that was the point. When in reality, I didn't really want to do all that. I just wanted green. You know what I mean? So yeah, there you go. We're back on topic. I've noticed that there have been some changes to some of the missions, like some of the side hustles. They added a couple of more of those bioprocessor units to the location, and I think that's cool. I think changing that particular objective makes sense because it shows like an uptick in enemy activity, and I feel like there should be like some degree of like randomization or something that shows that the enemy is trying to make adjustments to the way to what we do without it feeling like it's the DM arbitrarily ordering us. And I think that's really, really hard to do. One suggestion, okay, you know what? No, I don't have a suggestion for that. I don't really have one. What I do have is another thing I think would go a long way in helping with like the overall like quality of the experience. Okay, so this is my PC account. You can tell if I'm using some mods. My personal shield, which I will try and, because the dude who made the Captain America shield at Nexus Mods made that shield for me personally. Like that's my shield. It's awesome. And so I will credit him on screen, and then I'm running around with no cape, and then you can see the pistol there I was talking about earlier. So that's my PC account, but that is neither here nor there. On my PC account, I recently unlocked the ODST Legendary Warbond, and I'm starting to knock out some of the items on it. I am not like overwhelmingly thrilled with the crossover Warbonds. I don't like their lack of customization. Full stop. It just kind of, customization kind of like added some depth to the game that, according to the YouTuberverse, was sorely needed. And so, and that includes the weapons from the other game. It's like, whatever. They cost more, they're typically not as good, and then you also can't customize them because someone who is never going to play with you doesn't want you playing with their toys, which is just, I just think it's lame. And so like, I like some of the ODST stuff, I like it, like aesthetically, but I'm unlocking it to unlock it, I'm collecting it, I might as well. But what I'm about to say is, so this is, we're gonna put an on-screen graphic here. Dear Arrowhead, I think that in multiplayer, if I'm the party host and the player in the party goes to my on-ship kiosk to look at their weapons and whatnot, they should be able to see the entire arsenal available on my ship. They're literally physically standing on my ship. They should not only be able to see the entire arsenal, they should be able to utilize the entire arsenal. I think there is no better way to playtest and to present and kind of show off all the things the game can do than allowing guest players on your ship to play with your toys. And so instead of me bringing down a stratagem for them to use, they should be able to go to town. If I have the vehicle and the walkers and all that stuff unlocked, then and you join my mission and you like literally come onto my ship and jump into the pod to jump down, when you go to pick, you should see everything that I have unlocked because you're physically on my ship and that's my arsenal. You're using it, you're firing from my ship, why not? You use any bonuses you get to use, right? Like if I put the super steroids or whatever, you get to use that shit because technically speaking, you're physically, so why not? You should be able to build your entire loadout from all the crap I got. And I think that would be a better way to show off all the different items there are, because you would want to be like, oh dude, that guy has all the shit unlocked. Let's jump in with him. I've been wanting to use the pacifier for a minute now and I don't have it unlocked yet. Like that's what I think they should do. In that same vein, I honestly feel like we should have the option to party up but remain on our own ships. So in other words, I can join a group and you see all four of our ships hovering. I can jump down, help out with objectives and all that stuff. But then when we evac, I can choose to call my Pelican to come pick me up. Let's say they leave me. You know what I mean? Like my mission shouldn't be over. I should be able to have my ship fire down its evac beacon. If I go to my evac beacon, punch it in and go. I should be able to tell them, take off. There's a bunker down here I want to open and I already have a warp pack. You guys are good. Bounce. And that's how it works. Like that's what I think would be a cooler way of allowing for a more friendly multiplayer. We should have the option to kind of like soft party. So I'm in the mission and we're completing all the objectives together, but technically speaking, I'm going to call my own ride at the end of the mission and bounce out. Heck, you could even keep it to the point where I'm respawning from my ship and I don't count towards your overall player count. So you could have a Helldiver dive in and burn all their Helldivers trying to help you do like some super hard thing, and then they did it and they get whatever the reward is for helping you, but they never had to, they're not messing up your mojo. I actually get the desk in my excitement. I think I have one more thing that's I'm gonna start now, because like, okay, so these next few segments, these few moments are pretty rough. I was trying to like do this in a way that wasn't so suicidal, but the problem was I was running out of time. And right there, right this moment right here, I swear to you, I did not see the grenade. I thought that was some dude's face, and I really wanted you to see me get chopped in half right there. Look at that. He swung once and had me like freaking Dewey Cox's dad. Like, that was awesome. Okay, so I'm running out of time, and the gameplay here, I'm gonna get super aggressive and just go for broke. And then hopefully while I'm explaining this next thing, I can point out why I thought I want to keep this footage even though there's no audio, because I'm gonna do something in a minute that I don't know if it's dope or if it's cool. But I think I'm about to die right here, I'm not sure. This might be oh yeah. Alright, so I shot that guy in the face, right? I don't know there was a dude behind me. No idea this dude who was standing with a rocket launcher the whole time. Now I see him. Alright. So I'm gonna shoot this guy. Okay, so this is the first one. It's already pretty hairy. Okay, so the third thing. Here we go. Excuse me, buddy. Excuse me, everybody. Oh yeah, I gotta get that rail gun. Or not rail gun, I'm sorry, that spear gun. Gotta get that bad boy. I gotta give it a name. I don't have a name for it yet. I thought it was lame when I first saw it, but it's like the portable Hellbound backpack now. It's like up there now with one of my favorite stratagems. The final thing I wish Helldivers would do, Arrowhead would do. Dear Arrowhead, I think that you should consider adding a sandbox function to the DSS. And this is what I mean. Players now vote on the DSS to move from planet to planet. When that vote is tallied and the DSS moves, that should create a sandbox environment on the planet below. And that sandbox environment should be big enough to be like a massive circle. At the center of the circle is the front lines, the Helldive, Super Helldive, whatever 11 is, whatever level of difficulty is, will be the center of the bullseye. That area has the most dangerous enemies, the hardest difficulty stuff going on in there. It is nightmare in there. And that's also like the big objective, you know? So if you go in there, you can take out the big objective and you get a ton of points towards, okay, watch this. Now you see what's going on. All those enemies, they all stood there and let me punch that keyboard. They were so nice. That was the nicest. I'm gonna back it up just so we can see that again. That was the nicest friggin' group of I don't know what happened. They just decided that I was trying so hard. They wanted to see if I could do it. I died right here, but I just want you guys to see that again. I landed in there and friggin' they just all paused and let me punch out that friggin' command console. They're like, nah, buddy, you can do it. We've seen you punch out the consoles before. You can do a better job than that. Here we go. We're gonna, I mean, they even stabbed me like real bad. Like I had to heal up. Oh, also, oh no, we'll talk about that thing. I got critted twice. Like these dudes are on it. Look how they are on it. They are on killing me. This is their whole goal. And then they said, hold on, wait. You see this idiot screwing around with this keyboard? And then let me do it. They paused and let me do it. And then I blew them up. Like, that happened. I had to stop and rewind that because that happened. That happened in the game. They let me do it. Like, look, they let me. There's no way that should have happened. They had me dead to rights. But, you know. So, the DSS comes over, it creates the sandbox environment. In the very center of it is the hardest difficulty. Around the edges is the easiest difficulty. And then it gets progressively harder from the edges to the inside. While the DSS is there, because players vote on it for a certain period of time, a bunch of random missions pop up throughout the entire sandbox. And the sandbox itself holds whatever number of players is a stable amount, and then like it'll create instances towards the planet's liberation based on like, you know, what happens in each instance. Sometimes one instance, the players fail because, you know, it's too difficult in the center or whatever, what have you, but that's kind of how it works. The environment is there persistently for, I think it's like a day or two that this DSS is there from the vote, and then it'll count down and then be gone, and it'll open up wherever the DSS moves to, or it'll stay there if they vote to keep the DSS there for whatever it is. So if you're in bug space, the center in 11 would be like a hive lord, and that's taking out the hive lord at the center of the sandbox would be like how you get the most points towards liberating the planet. And then like on the edges, you would have, the different objectives from the game, and then you have things like, I want them to add, like, bounties. Like, in level 3 missions, you have to take out automaton hole. So what if they gave the enemies a little bit more personality, like the Nemesis system, and so there's an automaton Hulk out there that you, like, have to track down and destroy. Oh, I read out. That kind of thing. So I think that they create the sandbox, create a bunch of random missions like that, with the hardest missions being in the very center of it, and it sits there for the time that the DSS is there. And when the DSS moves, like, we pick up stakes and we move on, and it kind of gives you a little bit more to do with voting on the DSS and where it goes and what it means that it goes there, because it would play a big part in planetary liberation missions, because now you could check into the sandbox over the course of 2 days and have fun running around on the planet without the clock, is what I think would be the thing. A lot of the YouTubers I see seem to grate against what the perceived game is from the developer's perspective. And I just don't know how to wade into that. As a consumer, I feel like I don't want to pay you to dictate how I play with your toys, because I feel like I bought the toy and now it's mine. And that's what story mode is. Oh, I am trying to find the samples, the super samples I picked up way early on, and that's the only reason I didn't eat that. So I am risking life and limb for 2 super samples. That's it. But yeah, like, so I think that would kind of meet players halfway. If you don't fundamentally change how the game is played, you add something that doesn't break the game. And so the ability to linger on one planet at one time in an instance that lasts for 24 hours, I think I hope wouldn't break the game in the way the game is played. I hope that it wouldn't do that, because I would like to be able to camp, to set up over a giant fortress, sort of, eyeing different things and basically providing intel for other players to use to take it out. Because I'm not some tough player, but maybe I can move up into the level 7 difficulty area and start pinging targets over in the higher difficulties with my sniper rifle and stuff like that. I think it would open up some of the gameplay and also serve what the developers were talking about in terms of what they envision the games serving to their players. Because during one of those developer interviews, they mentioned the Warbonds facilitating headcanon, and I'm with that. That's dope. That makes a ton of sense. And I just feel like I understand that perspective, and they should just lean into it. It's not a bad way to look at it. Some people might want to be a space cowboy, others might want to be a space marine, and the Warbonds, to that degree, could facilitate both. My trouble has always been that this is a PvE game, and it's sort of a strange way to balance it. Personally, I feel like they're concerned that one Warbond will make the player just massively powerful, and then suddenly that's the only way anyone plays. And to that, I honestly don't know what to say, because the culture is to blame for that, not the development or the game itself. I feel no shame in playing on medium difficulty, level 3. It is hard enough for me to play by myself to where I will get angry and die in frustration. The enemies not all the time, but have been successful in defeating me from completing a mission on level 3. It's not impossible. Like, it's definitely not level 10, but it can be challenging, and the whole point is to have a good time. And I'm telling you, I have played some level 3 missions and had a great time. But I've also played a level 3 mission, had some cats join me, and somebody's like, level 3? LOL. It's like, what are you talking about? Like, one, you're talking shit to strangers, and two, you're talking shit to strangers about a video game. We are in a culture where there's room to dismiss someone who doesn't play a video game designed to entertain on a high enough difficulty level. You know what I mean? That's where we're at. And you can't properly sell your game's merits because of it. There are people who won't even listen to what someone is saying because they don't play the game hardcore enough. And that's not any current modern day developer's fault. That's just the community kind of being dicks. I can't help you with that. The game has a lot of value at the lower difficulty levels that you can't cop to because of gamer bro shit. And it looks like we're running out of time. So yeah, those are my three ideas and a bunch of other stuff. I will hopefully have more better content later and get back to making some cool stuff with Nova about politics in the world around us sooner rather than later. But that was my solo run on extreme difficulty. Checking out some new mods. Thanks for listening. Take care.